Okay, welcome back to the SpeedRacinJason podcast. This should be episode 12. I'm really excited to be doing another one for you guys. I'm coming to you live with Ethan. Ethan, how you doing today? Yup. You sounding crispy in that mic.
Yup.
This is
Sounds
the first
good mic.
This is the first time of you having a legit microphone.
That is true.
Right?
We're on like that the one with like Tanner and Colby or whatever.
Yeah.
It was hard with that many people in the phone.
Yeah, I know.
It's not audio.
That's not the way to do it. You know, you got to get the microphones on everyone, and like especially when people start talking over each other, it just gets so bad. You know, so fast. But on the same hand, I appreciate all you guys coming out to try and do it. You know, because without you guys, I don't know who would be guests, especially on these early ones. You know, like I love all of you guys.
Oh, God.
I get them random strangers like Johnny. Like, he was literally a stranger until he came over to film that podcast. I'd never met him before.
Truthfully, I haven't watched that one, but was it good?
Yeah, I think it was decent.
Oh.
It was a little, like, it was kind of hard to get into it right at first, but once we got it flowing, it was actually going okay.
How long was it?
I can't tell you. Maybe 40 minutes. I think it was kind of longer. I think maybe it was 50, maybe even an hour for all I know. But, I mean, I really liked it, and I don't know. It was a good one. You know, I've been posting them kind of fucking often lately. I'm trying to blast you guys' feed and everything.
That's good, though, honestly.
I'm glad you guys all listen to them. You guys are at work just jamming to a SpeedRacinJason podcast, which is so funny because when I'm at work doing something, I'm listening to a podcast, you know?
Dude, and I was playing Xbox and, like, invited Caleb to the party one day, and he was like, he just, like, puts on the mic. You hear the noise of him putting on the mic, and he's like, yo, bro. Just watching a SpeedRacinJason podcast.
Dude, that makes me so happy that Caleb's watching a SpeedRacinJason podcast. He commented the other day and said something about, like, he was like, this is great. It's almost like I don't even need to leave my house to see my friends. And I was like, fuck, I'm going to stop posting then, bro. Dude, if you're going to come out, it's a sacrifice I'm willing to make.
Tanner literally sent me he sent me a picture of, like, all of us at his house. I think you were in the picture, too.
Yeah.
It was, I don't even remember what
event it was or like what.
I don't remember. I don't think it's the house he's living in now, but like.
Oh, it's the old
Yeah, one of the freaking places. Either the last one or the one before. It was kind of an old pic, honestly.
Yeah.
But Caleb was in it, and I was like, bro, dude. Last time Caleb was seen outside of his house, dude. That was the last pic.
I think he's been missing for a while nowadays. They're like, where's he at? Is he alive?
His
and
house?
I'm like, he is.
Welding.
Yeah, he
is.
Doing
the welding thing.
Well, that's the thing is I get on Snap Maps and he's not even at his house. He's like, because, you know, Abby lives right next to him. So, like, I'll stalk him sometimes. He literally asked me one time, and I wish I would have because this was probably his only, like, time fucking reaching out to me, I think, in a long while. But he was like, you want some pizza? And he had like a bunch of leftover pizza, but it was like late at night, and I was like, nah.
What?
I think he did. I think that's a real story. Maybe I made that up. Maybe it's like the always sobbing thing, bro. I don't know where the fuck that comes funny, from, but I think that's real.
Sounds like some shit he'd do.
I think
that's good. Yeah, I don't know. I've been playing Xbox with him, but like that's how I see him. Although we went over to his house.
Come on out, Caleb. We need you
honestly,
here.
Honestly, bro.
He's gonna be the next guest.
He has to be. I was gonna hit him up today, to be honest.
Really?
Well, we've been texting today.
Oh, okay.
But
well,
I was gonna say something, but we've been busy.
I looked right at him. I looked right into his soul, and all the other guests, all the other people that are watching, but specifically Caleb.
Honestly, mainly Caleb. Sup, boy?
Sup, boy? Giving shout outs and shit.
Right.
Dude, I listened to. What were you saying? I'm sorry.
Dude, I can't remember, but oh, we went over to his house.
Yeah.
That was the last time I saw him. That was like a month ago, maybe.
I feel you.
But that was good.
I was just thinking because of that, it made me think. I've been listening to that podcast, History Hyenas. You ever listen to that?
I haven't even heard of that.
Chris DiStefano. You know Chrissy D? Mm-hmm. Big, tall dude?
Yeah, I can't remember where I know
Steel,
that dude from.
Chrissy Steelpipe D?
Never heard that.
Chlamydia,
but I know that dude. I've seen.
He's always talking about his fumes.
I think I've seen that dude on fucking.
He's really funny.
on YouTube or
Yeah.
like. Oh, do you remember like Guy Code?
Yes, he was on Guy Code.
Okay,
that's
dude,
actually
because
how,
like
that's
that's
funny.
where
They
I
talk
remember a
about that.
lot
They
of
talk,
like comedians.
But you know Andrew Schultz that was on Guy Code as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. They always talk about they're like, oh yeah, people think they recognize Chris Stefano, but they're just thinking of Andrew Schultz. Like
Okay.
they're talking shit, but he does his podcast with Yanis Pappas. Fucking it's all or Pappas. It's almost like Mr. Pappas from high school, bro. But Yanis
Shouts
Pappas.
out.
Fucking Yanis Potato Peel Pappas. I don't know. They always call each other different fucking stupid nicknames, and it's so funny when they're doing it. But they do this thing on their Patreon, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, so like I said, plug right now. I've been trying to get that Patreon up and running. Plug it every episode, no ads. So Patreon plug. But go subscribe.
Wait, do you have a Patreon?
Yes, I just signed up.
Okay.
SpeedRacinJason, bro. Go support.
Can
Be the
your
first guy.
Patreon support
What?
me?
Well, no. Listen, you get that Patreon numbers up, I'll give you a small cut, okay?
Alright,
no, I'm just kidding. But
Give
they
it a
do.
Drift PNW freaking.
You got to get a Drift PNW Patreon.
No
bro.
way, bro. What is that?
I don't know. It's something. It's begging for money.
No.
It's like homeless
That's
people on
for
the
YouTube
internet.
people. I get it, I guess.
Yeah. I don't know.
Because you can do stuff, but
The way I was just explaining it to that Kyle kid is like I post the videos for free anyway. So it's not like I'm putting a paywall up. You don't have to pay. It's just like if you're like, damn, thanks SpeedRacinJason for dropping podcasts left and right lately.
Yeah.
I want to fucking be a supporter. But I was just saying I'm about to steal their like idea maybe like they do on that History of Hyenas podcast. So they do this thing where they like on their Patreon, if you pay like the $5 a month tier, you can like enter your name and phone number and they call you and they just start harassing you on the phone. And it's like so funny to me, dude. And like, I think it's a good incentive.
have
to,
you
like,
seen Theo Vaughn's?
Yes, when he
podcast?
this past weekend.
I think that's what it is. Where
Yes, it
people
is.
like, I think that's funny, and like I just saw that one not that long ago.
Yeah, where they call in and I think it's entertaining. I almost
Yeah,
want
it
to
is
start
kind
calling
of,
people.
dude. I'll just be listening to it at work, and like people just have some dumb
Weird
shit,
stories,
some
like, the
weird shit,
weirdest shit
dude.
to
Like,
say.
and he like he'll slide into it funny. He's like, yeah, since we're talking about penises or some shit like that, and then that's what the fucking
Have you listened to Bad Friends?
no.
So there's only 2 episodes of that yet. Maybe turn your mic down just a tiny bit, by the way, just like the slightest little hair. It's with Bobby Lee and Andrew Santino, and it's just they've only been doing it for 2 episodes now, but it's fucking hilarious. And they call like the second episode they were calling people, and they called this lady, and like she had wrote that she was a porn star. So they called, and then they like got her Twitter, and then they're like, "Man, it's kind of weird talking to you on the phone and looking at your butthole like at the same time." Like, it was so funny, like it was so crazy, but it was hilarious, bro. You got to check that one out. And your mic's sounding good now, by the way.
Crispy. That's
Chris.
what up.
Maybe not. Maybe you need to turn it up a little bit. I'm sorry, bro.
Dude.
I didn't mean to do that to you.
Let's go.
Is there like an in between of what you did and what you had?
I don't
before?
even know if I think. How's that sound?
Oh, bro, you're sounding good again.
Good?
Yeah.
Alright.
Well, it's just so weird, you know, if you're really quiet, it doesn't pick it up if you're far away, but if you're too close and you start being loud, I don't know. I haven't really worked it all out yet, and we're still trying.
Yeah.
Like I said, support the Patreon. I'll buy nicer stuff.
Alright.
But until then, we're rocking this great equipment that
Maybe he'll fix his 240.
That is actually one of the tiers. So there's like
that is one of the tiers, huh?
listen, if I get
A
500
ride in
Patreon-
the
if I
clapper.
get- a ride in the clapper. If I get 500 Patreons a month, I'll fix my 240. I'm just kidding. And there's nothing even wrong with the 240. So I just need to
Subscribe to the Patreon,
Subscribe.
guys. Let's get it.
Dude, literally. I mean, I just started paying car insurance like an adult. So
Oh,
Yeah.
that is rough, isn't it?
well, it's really not that bad, but like I've been hitting it heavy since like this year started or whatever. Like I know we're only on February, but I paid like both months, and I'm like paying for next month. Like I already got that all worked out and shit. But like, you know, I want to talk and get the 240 on the insurance so I can drive it around, because I mean it is
You
still
should.
a street driven or street able to drive car. Like there's nothing wrong with it. It just needs like a couple different tires probably.
Leaks a little oil.
Yeah, I mean, it only leaks a little bit, so it might even still have some in there. And I can guarantee you it starts up right away. Like, that thing is a fucking... You know, she's just like a real day one, you know? And she's never going to leave me hanging. Like, I can start that fucking thing at any point in time. Like, the battery could be sitting for, like, I don't know, probably like 6 to 8 months, and I could just walk on out there. And like I did it out of spite the other day. Like, I mean, it wasn't the other day, it was a while ago, but my dad was like, yeah, you gotta move that thing. I bet you it doesn't even start. You're gonna have to put the battery charger on it. And I like went down there and I fucking started her right up, and I fucking ripped her down the driveway. Didn't even cold start her.
Did you leave the driveway though?
No, because I don't have insurance. So like, I don't know. I really just know my fucking luck. And like, yes, I'm trying to go to Vegas with you guys, but if I take that 240 out on the streets, the second I do, I'm gonna hit someone, and they're gonna be like, "Oh, you don't have insurance on this car."
No, save for Vegas.
What?
Save your money for Vegas.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't like to gamble on that, bro, because I think the 240 would be gone real fast. Like the second I drove it without insurance, I'd just instantly get pulled over.
Yeah.
And get like a $300 no insurance ticket.
I don't play that kind of shit. Like, I don't know.
I know Tanner's just like, come, it's a 240 day. I'm like, yes, it is a 240 day, and I wish I could drive it. But I'm not just gonna pull her out yet.
Honestly, well, you should insure it so you can drive it.
Exactly. Well, and if I get it on like the second car, it won't like cost that much more, you know?
Yeah, and you just say you drive it like a little bit.
Yeah, exactly. Well, my main thing is like I wasn't paying car insurance to my parents, so it's kind of hard to be like, hey, will you insure my other car too? You want to pay for that one as well, guys?
Right.
And so now that I've been paying, I feel like I could actually be like, yo, since I'm paying, let's pay a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Like, and Dylan has both of his cars insured. He has his Blazer and the truck insured because the truck was super cheap to insure.
Blazer.
His little Jimmy thing.
Oh, I didn't even know he got one of those.
Yeah,
honestly.
he has like one of those little S10 Blazers or whatever.
Okay.
It's kind of like a pile. It's a clapper, but like he likes it, and he just like
roasts
the tires.
Didn't he get that for really cheap or something?
Yeah, I think he paid like $800 or something. Okay. He's like constantly doing burnouts in it, and like the wheel bearings are shot so it wobbles when he drives, but like it's fun.
That's what I would do.
Yeah, he like wheels it and shit. He takes it out. But yeah, he has the truck too. But the truck, you know, it's like an 80s whatever, and like it was just super cheap. I think they said it was like $30 a month extra to insure it or something. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, bro, if the 240 was that, I'll pay for that.
I wonder if 240s have a wrap on, like if insurance companies are like fucking.
That's what I was kind of thinking almost. You know, like a 240, like they just look at it and be like, oh,
like it's a WRX or some shit like that. You know how those are.
Are they?
I think like Subarus are kind of expensive if you're young.
I'd feel
sure.
That
well, like
sense.
A turboed Subaru.
Especially any turboed Subaru, that would be extra iffy to be driving around. I mean, dude, and they're expensive. That's the thing, is like they hold value too. So like when you know, like my 240, if I crashed it, the KBB value is fucking $1,000.
That's true.
At least, I mean, I guess like
you could get
nowadays they do that thing. Like I looked around for the Caliber when I got in the accident to like compare like actual prices and stuff. But yeah, I know what you mean.
You can get the like Haggerty BS, like tell them, no, you want this much, whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
Screw that.
Dude, I don't know about any of that. I just like knock on wood, no accidents, bro. It's
Right.
just so much easier.
Yeah. Michael got into an accident.
I know, that was
Bless
rough.
his heart.
R.I.P.
No, don't say that.
I'm just kidding. I was fucked up.
He good.
Bless his heart. And
I
then
feel
I'm
like
R.I.P. knowing that if they're not following him, they're like, damn, bro, what happened to Michael? He's just on the pod.
I was playing Xbox with him, as I fucking always seem to say, or some shit. As we've been talking.
No, I feel playing the box. Up in
and it. He like it was like right after he gotten that crash.
Yeah.
And
yeah, he crashed his E46
just,
for people that don't know. But
yeah, that's true. That poor E46.
Yeah.
The wheels are good though.
Yes, saw that. That's nice at least.
Yes, that is good. No, put it on something else. I hope. If he's listening, I hope he doesn't get an E39. He'll regret it.
Yeah, he was telling me that too, that he wanted to maybe get like an E39 wagon. And I'm like, listen, if you don't want to be the next Griffin, don't fucking even tread in that waters. You know what I mean?
It's like, I mean,
they're kind of clean though.
They can be alright, but I don't know. E39s are just not that cool looking to me.
And he
But
said
that's just me personally. I'm just gonna. But
he said
there's cooler cars.
He said he was gonna try. If he did, he would like manual swap it too,
Mm-hmm.
and like I could actually see him doing it.
Can maybe seeing him get into that endeavor. I don't know. Maybe me saying that might make him really want to do it. But
Yeah, maybe you just keep shitting on him.
Yeah,
He can't do it. He's a fucking pussy.
Well, he might want to do it, but I don't know. I think he was looking for something more like luxurious or whatever.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of cars in that kind of segment that like, in like that era or.
Yeah, and I kind of like the wagons though, you know.
Yeah, wagons are cool. I'm not gonna lie, but
I like a little extra room, you know. Dude, when you go to a camping event out at Pat's Acres and you just fold down them back
yeah,
seats,
that's cool. But
it's nice. Like I do it in the Caliber and it's a little tight, but
you see Colby's Highlander or whatever.
yeah.
That
Well, I
thing's
was with you.
Oh my god, I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That was the first time I saw it, dude.
For
I
people
was
that
like
don't
kind of
know,
stoked.
Ethan was just insinuating that I wasn't at bowling night.
Yeah,
I'm fucking there, bro.
he's always at.
You think I'm
bowling
not
night.
taking this seriously? I'm taking this seriously. I'm gonna get up there. I know you guys have been whooping me lately,
Yeah.
but I got my technique down. I'm a straight guy. I've tried the curve. I've tried the curve for a long time now, and I think I'm just coming out as a straight guy. You know?
It happens. I'm kind of a straighter guy too. I try and throw the curve every now and then, but
Yeah. The curve seems to get me nothing but down in the gutter. You know?
no, we just got to keep at it, honestly, and we'll get into the maybe 150 territory.
Dude, if I got 150 bowling points, I would shit my pants.
Yeah, I'd shit a break. I don't know. I think I got like 80, like on Tuesday
Dude,
or whatever.
it's better than two
I
Tuesdays
think-
ago
I
when I
think-
bowled a 7.
That is true. He kept bowling. He
I just kept doing the
hucking it
curve
in the gutter.
just right in the gutter. Sorry to
Every
people that
time.
are judging me out there.
Yeah.
They're turning off the podcast right now. They're like, you don't even know how to bowl?
Yeah, I'm kind of pissed you don't know how to. No, I'm kidding.
No, bro.
I just learned.
Yeah, man, you've been hitting them on the weekends. I know you've been getting those extra sessions in. You told me you were going out with the family and fucking getting the back hours fucking in. You're on like 3 separate leagues now. You've been practicing. You go to like bowling practice.
Aw, dude, but been alternating, or I was alternating with that and the driving range, or just like I've been hitting that a lot, honestly.
Which
But
one? I mean,
we were going to Island Greens and
Yeah.
like this place up in Vancouver called, like, I can't remember what it was called, but it was kind of ghetto, honestly.
I like Island Greens.
Island Greens
Nice.
is really nice. Like, if you've ever been there, it's really nice.
Plug to Island Greens. Please sponsor the SpeedRacinJason podcast.
There's, although on Google I've seen some nicer ones, but I'll go to them eventually. But I want to hit like an actual.
You've been to Top Golf, right?
Dude, screw Top Golf.
I know, but I like Top Golf.
It's fun if you're like, I'm not even 21 yet, so I can't drink.
Dude,
so.
if you're just down to spend a whole bunch of money and like
and get some fucking donut.
Yeah, get some
Donut holes or
Donut
whatever
holes
Tanner
and, like,
always fucking gets.
Dude, but if you're like it is nice to be 21 when you go to Top Golf and you got some money. You know?
Yeah, it just pisses me off that you can't, or it pisses me off that you have to play the game and like everyone like takes their turn, they hit like a ball or two or whatever. And
Yeah, I
fucking-
guess that's true. You don't get nearly as much
pisses
time.
me off, and I just want to. When I go to a driving range,
You're just there
just
to
wanna
go.
golf
You're there
or
to hit
whatever,
balls,
hit some
bro.
balls.
You're like, I need a
like-
large bucket.
Yeah,
Make it 2. It's been a long day. I'm here to hit balls
Right.
all day. You're just hitting dingers.
I got the big boy job in the BMW, and I'm like, gotta hit the balls now. Let's go.
That's so funny. You get out like an old school businessman. You have like a suit on. You put on a blazer when you get there. You're like, fucking walk
Just
on in.
fucking shoulder pads and everything. Nope.
That's funny. I don't know though. I did see that video, and maybe it's leaked information, but I saw that video of you at the greens the one day. And, let me just tell you, you weren't young Tiger. Is all I'm saying.
Dude, I am young Tiger.
I don't know. That did not show that.
There
That
was
clip
some
did not
there
have
was some
any
rusty
evidence
hits.
for that.
I'm not gonna lie. But we were on, like, if I remember right, we were on that like back section of greens or whatever.
I don't really like that side.
Yeah, it was kind of uneven, honestly, and like if I
Really?
remember right, and I don't think there was no tees, and I didn't have like a. I can't remember. I think I had a driver or something like that. It just like.
You had a putter.
I was trying to hit it with no tee and a driver.
That's pretty hard.
Yeah.
I'm not like that.
Kind of tricky.
I need a tee.
Yeah.
I need a tee off on
I need
something.
a tee, or I like the. I don't really know anything about golf, but I like the irons or whatever.
Do you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
See, I can't, or like a wedge.
A wedge, yeah.
I can't seem to.
Those are fun, but that's.
You gotta really get that chop, and I can't get that chop in there. It seems to just hit the fucking ground and bend the club, and I'm like,
Dude,
sorry, and it's.
I'm not gonna lie. I walked off the little mat, and just like did a few on the grass.
Yeah.
And man, I did not realize how much grass you rip up when you fucking
hit a dinger.
When you hit a nice ball, like
Yeah.
freaking in some real grass, like
Dude,
you
it
rip
takes
shit
them out.
up.
That's like why they get
It
those
was
beauty shots at like the PGA Tour, and the grass goes
Yeah.
with it.
I guess this would be considered like rough, like grass or whatever.
Oh, yeah,
because
you're in
there's
the rough?
different kinds. Yeah.
Yeah.
But.
Dude, you got all these golf terms. Who are you, bro? You're golfing and bowling.
I'm not good at bowling.
You drive a BMW now. I think you might be a 45-year-old man.
Dude, no, but
I think you might be.
But dude, I'm being around like older people.
Yeah. You turn into an old man.
It's weird, and you kind of. Well, I don't know. It's just like working around older people is not even like old, just like people that are like. Yeah. In their life, or their life's like they got like kids and shit.
Yeah, they're like 30 and they got a partner, they got a house.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you're an adult.
Exactly.
You're like, I'm not.
It's interesting. And like talking to those people, it's kind of like cool. And like, I mean, there's people that are like my age working there too.
That's probably good, especially if there's at least some people that are like happy with it. Like when I worked construction, it was a lot of adults, but most of them are really unhappy. And it was kind of depressing to be around, if I was being honest.
Everyone honestly there seems to be really satisfied with their job.
That's good.
So, which is like
These
almost
people
weird.
Were satisfied, they just bitch.
Yeah, no,
construction workers do that.
The only time people only bitch like when they're tired, and it's like a long, like 12 hours can like get to you sometimes. Yeah. But like if you're tired and you're like, oh, I want to go, like not like, I don't know. I've never really heard anyone bitch, but.
Well, you were talking last time. You do the wafers and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's gonna.
Yeah, you don't need to try and explain it again. I didn't understand it last time. I'm probably not going to get it this time, big dog. I love you.
It's weird. It's like...
It is weird. I started Googling it, and I was like, what do you mean? And like this giant disc thing like shrinks on into a little motherboard.
Dude, it's weird and you're to like, explain. Huh? I don't even really know it, but like fucking run some shits.
Yeah, do some Google searches.
Yeah.
A couple of wafer.
I'm out there measuring shit.
Not a Nilla wafer either. You know what I mean? Like a real wafer.
I love Nilla wafers.
Nilla wafers were...
I don't know. I just like the money. Like,
yeah, I feel that. That makes a lot of sense.
Drift and stuff.
And it's like a reliable. You're working a lot, getting a lot of hours.
Benefits are solid.
I like that you're doing that like compressed shift or whatever you said. You do the 4 days. That's always nice too. So you have extra days off, and then you got time to film a pod.
Yeah,
You got time for the friends sometimes. It's nice. It's nice to see you, bro. You came on down to traveled all the way down here just to hang out and do a podcast.
Had to try the new piece and
That's funny.
and get on a podcast.
Yep, exactly. You had to try 2 new things today.
Yeah,
and the mics.
Oh, the mics. That was like the main thing I like.
Yeah, you did hit me. You hit me up this morning.
I hit him.
Look, we could maybe do a quick pod. I'm like, oh, I'm down.
Well, he said something at bowling, and I knew he was drunk, so he might not remember it. But
no, I remembered when you hit me up this morning. You're like, "What's up?" And I'm like, "Not much. How about you?" And I was just testing it out. I'm like, "Do you still want to hang today? I want to see what you say." Like, because. Dude, I don't know. I've been putting off this nail in my tire for like 2 days.
Oh, yeah,
like,
you need to do that.
It's all chill, bro. I'd rather do all of this shit. And like the nail's still in there, so it's holding the air, so we're fine. But like,
it's parked perfectly.
That's funny as fuck.
As he explained to me earlier.
Yeah, I like must have parked perfectly because before it seemed like the nail in there was making it leak out like all the air in like one night. And last night I pumped it up and I went and met Kyle just right by the house to do this pod, and then. we came back and I parked and the air hasn't gone out this morning, so I don't know what's happening.
Just sitting on like a rock in your gravel driveway.
Dead ass. I'm thinking it's just like holding it really tight today. I think so, bro. And honestly, I'm down with it. Like, just stay in there, and then I don't know. I think I'm gonna go tomorrow. Luckily, Les Schwab and Discount is still open on Saturdays, so like.
Tomorrow's
Friday. You're right.
Yeah, dude,
tomorrow's Friday. We're good too because Park is.
This dude doesn't have a normal job.
I don't have a normal job. I'm sorry.
No, that's
Park
jealous.
But yeah, you're jealous, bro. But listen, there's a reason I'm begging for money on Patreon. If you know what I mean. I'm gonna shut off this camera real fast and turn it back on. You can keep talking if you want. You're all good, bro. It's just
keep talking, dude. Wow. Caleb's and actually Corey been talking to me about Legos.
Yeah. They got into Legos?
Bro, they got into Legos.
No, bro. What the fuck are you doing, dude? They were playing Minecraft still all the time, and I was kind of okay with it. And now you're telling me they're playing with Legos. I'm like, Caleb, you got to get out of that fucking house, dude.
Dude. Okay. But then I got to looking, right? And... And there's some sick ass Lego sets. Let's be real here. There's like a Boeing like 747 like. I mean that's like $800 or whatever. That's stupid.
What?
Yeah.
They have like
stupid Legos, but like I don't know why I brought that up, but
dude,
I thought it was
I'm okay
funny
with
as
you
shit.
bringing it up. It's just like it's almost as embarrassing as me bringing up the vag wash to Colby the
It's
other
not
day.
embarrassing, bro. Fucking
I'm just
Legos
kidding.
are
I'm not
money.
Dude, you're fine. Like, I think it's kind of maybe a good hobby. It's almost like those model cars, people used to build. And like I said, that just adds on to my theory of you being a fucking 45-year-old man, and I'm adding to that.
No,
theory. I'm turning you into 55.
I'm not out here buying Legos. I seen Corey buying Legos, calling you out, dog.
Bro, listen, you know what? I am calling Corey out, and I'm calling Corey out because he hasn't been on the pod yet either. And I don't think he understands.
I feel like I've told him.
He has an open fucking invitation, bro. I love Corey. He can come on over whenever. Same thing with Caleb, any of those guys. All open invitations to the pod. This is invite only over here, bro.
Oh, God. Or if you're me, just fucking tell them that you're coming over and doing podcasts.
Yeah, that works too. If you're assertive, if you're like, hey, bitch, what are you doing tomorrow? I'm coming up. We're filming a pod. I'm like, alrighty, I'll clear my schedule. I'm just kidding.
Calling Abby off tonight.
I call Abby and I'm like, look, babe, I love you. You gotta do that. No, she actually hung out and did she sat through the whole El Camino Kyle podcast, which like, it's like 50 minutes of us talking, so that's kind of rough, but she just like hung out over there, and I don't know, I appreciated her doing that, because I was like, oh, thank you. And then she even
the PS3 set up in here?
No, bro.
Oh, wow.
Because I still have the PS3 over there, but what happened is one of my breakers went out, so like, this whole section of outlets on this wall don't currently work. So that's why my computer's like plugged into that extension cord thing, because like that outlet and those outlets work, but I got to get that fixed too. I don't know. It's not that hard to fix. Like the breaker box is just over there. It just costs some money and poor. So yeah, I don't work a real job, but we got no money and I'm waiting on a check, bro. And I'll be waiting on that check for...
Be like that sometimes.
Dude, I'm like, please be there at earliest next week. And that's still so late. Like, it's not late for them. It's just late for me.
Wait.
I'm like, fuck, I'm out of money, bro.
Did Selena ever send you your W-2?
No.
Dude, she hasn't sent me mine either. I keep trying to ask her.
Dude, I don't even think... I told my mom, I was like, I don't expect to get a W-2.
You can ask... Wait. Oh, yeah, dude, fucking...
Can you pick mine up for me?
Dude, yeah, I have to say something before it gets too late.
Dude, I didn't even assume that she would be sending me one, because I think it's way past the deadline.
It is past the deadline, but I'm still gonna bug her about it because I'm do my taxes.
All I know is that lady is going to get audited at some point.
At some point in her life.
What the fuck is all of this? Because I told my mom, I was like, they can come to me and I'll pay the taxes on the $500 I maybe made working for her, because that job I made no fucking money, bro. I'd make like $100 a paycheck, and I only worked there for like 2 months before I was like, I'm out. You know.
I
So,
made like good money for a while until I started being lazy. And
Yeah.
I was like, fuck this.
See, I had like
Because I started to not like it.
Yeah.
And then once I don't like it, I'm like not down to do it because it's like on your own kind of time.
Yeah, exactly.
Like,
well, I had like that other phone, and it would just take me so long. And everything went wrong, and like nothing ever seemed to work right. I'd like get locked, and like the keys would all be stuck in that machine thing at the Nissan dealership.
Yeah.
And so yeah, I think in total I probably made $500 from that lady. So like they can come hunt me down, but I'm pretty sure the fucking IRS is gonna be way more interested in what that fucking coke fiend's doing, bro. And listen, I didn't say her last name in here, and I might even bleep out that fucking her first name so I don't get in any sort of trouble for that, but like she's whack, bro. Like whatever business she's got going on is not it's
I don't know. I don't know.
I'm just kidding. I don't know if she's actually a coke fiend, but that was like kind of this on-running joke that we used to say all the time. I'm not trying to throw you in on the bus. It was the other employee. I'm just kidding. I don't know what the fuck that lady did. All I know is like, yeah, like the W-2 thing. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to get one, and I'm not surprised. Let me just tell you, not fucking surprised.
Not surprised at all.
Because she was... But, like, when I was working there, she's like, you really should do a 1099. I'm like,
Dude,
this isn't my business.
You know, that
like,
was so sketchy.
And I'm like,
even
I don't
thinking
wanna,
back on it.
Yeah, I'm like, I don't want to do that. So, like, I'd prefer if I could just get a W-2. And, like, if we can't, you know, like, I don't really need to... This isn't
That was really her trying to just milk you.
I think so, bro. And it's like, I'm not trying to do that. And so, like, I never filled that out. So, I don't know if at the end of the year, she just claimed, because she told me she had employees all the time. Like, constant roto.
I don't think so.
Not like constant roto, but like...
I mean, I think she had friends that had helped her.
But she was kind of telling me about all of that, and I'm like, I just don't know. I guarantee you she's never sent a W-2 to anyone.
Yeah, because I think prior to like me...
She's probably like forced them into doing the...
Prior to me, she had people that were like flaky, if I remember right.
Yeah, that's what she was
people
telling me.
That she'd like hired a bunch of people or tried to hire people, but none of them like stayed around very long at all.
That's my thing, because I was only there like two months, so I feel like I'm one of those sketchy people, and I'll be
the way she made it sound was like they like did it for like the first week and then like
never came back.
Yeah, exactly. So like I could see her not doing a W-2 or whatever, but she made it seem like I was the first one that kind of like stayed for a minute. And yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. I just figured.
And it was, but like, I don't know. I think it's hard to have employees or whatever.
Oh, I think it totally
like,
is too. I'm just saying, I don't think that lady's ready to be having employees.
No, I don't think she was. I think she was trying to go about it like wrong.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, again, I don't really fucking care. It's whatever, but like, yeah, I didn't get a W-2 from her, and I honestly won't be surprised if I never hear from that lady again.
Yeah. No, I hope. Oh, no, dude, I need that.
That W-2?
Yeah, so I'll have to hear from her, but that's whatever.
I don't know. I almost should get mine, because like that's the only W-2 I have from last year.
That's what I'm thinking.
The rest are all 1099s for me.
Ooh.
Which aren't good, because that's usually when they take my money.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I didn't make like an ass ton of money last year.
That's good.
Yeah, I mean, it's not, but also good at the same time. Like when I'm paying taxes, I'm
yeah,
like,
it's not good, but it's kind of good right now.
I just got this letter in the from the Oregon Department of Revenue, and I was like, what is this? And I like instantly, because I'm like, I don't know why, but I just send it full panic attack. I'm like, whatever this is, it's bad. I open it up, and it explains this new tax act that's like incorporated in Oregon or whatever, and it was like, it's called the CAT Act or something like that, and it was explaining how if you made over $750,000 last year, you're gonna have to pay it. And I'm like, yeah, I think I'm all good here.
Okay.
They're like, the reason you're receiving this mail is because you've filed like as a corporation money or whatever, but like it's not like I'm anywhere near that fucking. I'm like, oh, dude, that's crazy. I'm like $744,000 off.
Jeez.
Like I'm not there. Don't worry. And it was funny because the tax said something about how it's like only gonna charge you like $250, and I'm like, that's like chump change if you made $1 million.
You made that much money.
You know, you can pay the $250. You'll be all right. It was just funny. I don't know, but of course I just went full panic. I'm like, I'm being audited. They're taking away my business that isn't even a real business. Like, it's not like I'm doing anything illegal, and I'm still so fucking small time. I think when I file my taxes, they laugh at it. They like send it to like someone that's like learning how to file the taxes, and they're like, look at this kid.
This fucking guy. Look how much money he made.
Yeah, so I'm not too worried about it. But I don't know. This year I'm hitting it hard. Like I've already made like pretty much what I made last year from like I&E.
That is money. Dude, have you plugged your fucking
Patreon? Yes, I did.
No, your sticker biz or whatever.
Yeah, I plug it a little bit. You know, if you guys don't understand from the videos, I do stickers, you know, so hit me up and I can work it out. I'm working on a trailer right now. And then, you know who I just saw at Walmart, and I'll give them a plug, is Saul, you know, Missoula.
Yep.
And I was like, hey, you know, and I was like, sorry, that was a big burp. Yeah, he was just like in the pop aisle, and I was buying my regular Diet Pepsi, you know, and so I was like, oh, what
Sounds
up? And
about right.
He just goes like this. He's like, come here. And he was with his whole family, like his dad and like his older brother. Dude, I got the burps from this Diet Pepsi. It's crisp today. But he showed me they just bought a box truck for to move all of their stuff back and forth, you know, because they do that Urzula's Tacos.
I didn't know they did that.
Yeah, I've seen them at like the cruise in and stuff like that. They like do catering type. You know, they're not selling anything out of the truck, you know.
They're just like catering.
Yeah, they just take all of their stuff to an event and then set it up. But they were showing me their logo, and they're like, could you do something like this? And I'm like, oh yeah, you know, like let's make it happen. And I really want to do theirs, you know. Dude, you're good. That phone keeps digging. They just want you, bro.
Bro, now
dude, is that your Grinder notifications over there?
No fucking Grinder.
I almost said Tinder. If you rewind that, you hear me go Grinder notifications over there.
Don't pop it. I'd be popping off on Grinder.
Oh,
bro.
yes, you would.
Don't pop off that much on Tinder. Maybe a little bit. I can't lie.
Yeah,
but Grinder now, bro.
Bro, listen.
I'd be getting too much attention.
Can I ask? Are you still on the Tinder?
Yes.
Are you
on Tinder?
Abby, I love you. I kind of miss Tinder just because like it was like
you missed it.
I had to preface it with Abby, I love you, because I don't miss it in the fact that I'm like looking for other girls. It was just like I liked it.
It's a little fun
because but honestly, I never took it seriously. Like I would roast people. Like I'd match with them and I'd say stupid ass shit, and they would read it and then they'd like laugh, or they'd be like offended, and I'm like, listen, that was funny as fuck. Reread that one and tell me what you think.
I told this girl her socks looked like they came in a Hot Wheels set because they had fucking flames on them, right? They were like blue socks with flames.
Didn't get the joke.
No, she kind of laughed at it, but I just like, that's all I said to her. I didn't even care to message her anymore. I just fucking wanted to tell her that. She was kind of cute too, but I was just like, I don't know. So I just don't have time for girls sometimes. I'm just like, I'm just trying to be with the bros and like work and like play games right now.
I used to do that same shit. I would literally just message people like something I thought of their profile or like something that I thought was really funny, and they'd respond, and I'd be like, that's the intent. That's the entirety of that conversation.
Yeah.
Like if they responded weird, like they'd be like, ha ha ha, that's so funny. What are you up to? And I'm like, listen, if you're hitting me with what are you up to, the second text, that's the first text you send to me is, what are you up to? Dude, this is going to be a long fucking relationship. So what are you doing text messages? And let me just tell you, I'm not a fan of that. You got to get them combos going, you know? If you're going to text, you better make it real. And otherwise, like, just hop on the phone.
You gotta say something funny or something. Like
on the Tinder?
On Tinder, yeah. You can't be hitting I know girls never be texting first though.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a weird relationship on Tinder. But I understand it because girls are like, there's like one girl to like every 4 or 5 dudes on Tinder, I'd have to imagine.
That's probably true.
So like, and these are all literal bro science stats that I'm pulling out right now, but I'd have to imagine that their messages are so fucking flooded that they're not
that's what I always imagined.
Like, they're not going through to try and message. They're like,
exactly.
Listen, I can find someone in this 88 people that messaged me today.
Right.
You know?
Dude, you just blew my mind for a second. I didn't even think about that.
Well, that's the other thing is like, dude, I used Tinder for probably like...
You gotta stand out.
Yes, dude.
And it was 88 fucking dudes. You had to really stand out.
I made my fake job look like it was a lot better of a real job. I'm like, look at all these pictures of these jobs I do. And mind you, that's like 6-month portfolio. Made it seem like I did it all in 1 week. No big deal.
Look at this airport hanger I did.
Dead ass, I had an airport hanger photo, bro. You can fucking find my old Tinder profile and someone will pull out a screenshot. All I know is like, I was on there for probably like 2 years. I was on Tinder a lot, bro. And like, especially when I had money, I was like, let's pay for Tinder Plus. Let's see what happens, bro. I had a lot of matches. I only met up with 2 girls on Tinder, and both were fucking from Sherwood High School anyway. I knew them already.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
And I'm like, why the fuck did I even use this
that's
stupid ass service?
That's exactly what goes down.
Is that that's what happened to you too?
Yeah.
Haven't you?
Well, like, okay, girls I know already. There's been 2 girls that I didn't know prior, and that's it. But a lot of fucking matches.
See, I would match with
a lot of matches and a lot of like Snapchat adding.
Yeah, I'd have a lot
like,
of Snapchat ad, and then you'd talk with them for a long time, and then you're like,
oh, she's not really like interesting. She kind of talks about herself a lot.
Oh, see, I prefer that. So I got a lot of fucking wackadoos that were just like, they weren't, I don't know. Like, I was just like, on Tinder, dude, that's the thing is when you're on Tinder, you know, there's so many people, you turn into this fucking like dog judge almost. Like if they said like anything that was weird to me, I'd be like, all right, I'm probably not gonna need to meet up with you.
Yeah,
now.
There's one iffy picture. You're just like
one iffy picture.
I don't know. What you know what? Even like most of her pictures look good, and then you're like one picture she kind of looks like a dude, and you're just like, oh no, dude, you're swiping fast.
Did you ever match with a transgender person?
No, dude, I'm never swiping that fast.
You want to hear about it? So
and did you hit them up? Huh?
Listen. So they didn't say trans in the bio.
Okay.
And
they should. I mean, no offense. Maybe I don't know. But
I'm fine.
No,
they
should.
I'm fine that you threw out your opinion that fast, and I'm gonna choose to just not answer on if they should or shouldn't because it's 2020. And listen, SpeedRacinJason hasn't even gotten off the ground yet. I don't want to get canceled before I even make it, so I'm just not gonna share my opinion on that. But I talked with this person for a little while, and. Well, because listen, they didn't tell me until like a day. And listen,
what did their pictures look like? Can we start off with that?
Let's just say they didn't look like a fucking dude, bro. They were pretty attractive. And let me just say, I have pretty much zero problem saying that because I saw these pictures and I'm like, whoa. And then, and listen, if I'm being real,
babe,
it was a black dude.
It was a black dude.
Well,
bro.
I mean a black girl now, black transgender, but she was a
black dude at one point.
One point, told me she still had everything, so like that would have been probably would have been an issue in a little while, which I was kind of surprised because like, in one of her pictures she had a bikini on, and I'm like, I don't know where.
You didn't catch the balls.
No, but there wasn't. You know what I'm saying? Like they were like. Kind of tucked away in a very nice fashion, I'd say. But yeah, let's just say I talked with them for a little while, and then
I'm picturing some like muscular
I don't know. I just
black. Dude.
No, it really wasn't. I straight up told
just turned into a girl or something.
I straight up told that person though. I was like, yeah, like once they told me, I was like, I'm not really interested. And then I was just like, can I ask like 5 to 10 questions? And I just like hit them with a few questions that I've always kind of wanted to ask. And then I was like. fair enough. And I was like, have a great life. Like, I don't think I ever really talked to him after that.
Okay, you're nice. I might see in that situation.
That's the thing is, I'm not being a dick. Like, you be on Tinder, you do you. You know, you're totally deserving to find love just as much as I am. But let me just tell you, you're not going to find it on Tinder. And then on top of that, I don't know.
Well, you're not going to find it right there with you at all.
You're not going to find it on Tinder.
Freaking.
Get on Plenty of Fish for that.
Oh.
I'm just kidding.
I don't know. I'd be too uncomfortable in that situation.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have said anything. I would have fucking unmatched.
Dude, that's the other thing is, you know, we had already talked for like, I'd say like probably a good couple hours, you know? So it's
prior to you finding out about the balls.
So it's kind of weird to be like, instantly be like, I'm out, you know? So I stayed, I talked for a little bit longer. And mind you, I didn't meet up with them. This is just on the chat or whatever.
I hope not.
It wasn't even on Snapchat. It was still on Tinder, fucking Messenger or whatever. But I don't know. It's kind of interesting, you know? I've never really, I mean, I guess I have. Yeah, I had a transgender friend growing up, but like.
Who? Oh yeah, okay.
You know,
yeah,
like
I
mean, all growing up, so
it's true.
It didn't like ever really bother me, but like it wasn't when I was friends with him. It wasn't a sexual relationship whatsoever. It was like just like a friend. So I was never like, hey, what's this mean? You know.
I'm not friends with that person, nor I wasn't ever. But
yeah,
I feel like I never thought it was weird.
That's what I'm
like.
saying.
I don't know why, but like maybe it was because
I
was young and like, you know.
That's the way I think what happened with me. I was like, I think because of like that situation, like, I mean, that was like 5th grade that like, and I mean, it was pretty clear, you know, like he just told me straight up that, you know, he used to be a girl, and it was just like, it like made sense. I'm like, okay. We skateboard, we do the same shit that like we always did before, and it like didn't weird me out or anything. It was kind of just like, huh. You know? Mm-hmm. It was interesting for sure. I really could not give a fuck what people do, if I'm being honest. Like, you can do whatever, because I know some fucking shitty people, and it's not because they're trans.
Dude, I was so
because of like drug addictions and fucking shitty people, you know, like that. Like, but you're good. Keep talking. What were you saying? You were telling your mom?
Oh, okay, I'll just...
Oh, you don't have to.
No, I'll say it. I was like, is this racist? It might be a little racist, but whatever, I'll say it. I was like, we were in Portland, and just like driving down Portland, you see like, you know, weird homeless people, transient people, whatever.
Yeah.
But and I'm like looking at them downtown.
And you're like,
I just looked at my mom, and I'm like, yeah, and I looked at my mom, I'm like, you know what? I think white people scare me more than black people in this town. Like.
Bro, let me just tell you, I 100% agree. And there is like, dude, like, we went down one night. Did you go down that night with me and Tanner and Barzy?
No.
Okay, so we were all down there that night, and like, you know, Barzy's like, oh, I gotta get a euro or a euro. What are those? The GYRO, the Greek
euro or some shit. Wow, dude, I somehow rolled an R right there.
I like that.
Yeah,
bro.
I don't
that
know.
Sounds fucking
I don't.
bizarre.
It was kind of a bitch one.
Dude,
but
I'm gonna have to climb over this table and give you a kiss. You fucking roll your
nope,
R like
don't.
That.
Can't do it really good.
Dude, either way, there was like this guy, and like, I don't know, he was all yadded up, and like he had like this girl with him, and like you could tell that like she was just around for whatever drugs he had in his backpack, and it was just a weird situation. Like, she was like following him around like a dog, bro, and like
that's sketch.
And like he's like kind of like being oddly like really aggressive towards everyone, including her, and I just don't like that shit, bro. Especially like, cause like I'm a small dude, you know, like. So, you know, he's kind of beefy, you know. He looked like he had meth in his backpack, but like he was too fat to be doing meth, if you know what I mean. Like, and like if you got a couple extra lbs on me, bro, I'm a little nervous to square up, especially if you've been snorting a little crystal before.
Like I'm a bigger guy, and I'd be a little scared because I just don't like. I ain't trying to fight with no one. Not in Portland, bro.
Speaking of back when we used to work for that lady, bro, the people that used to, on the Subaru dealership,
Yeah,
those like that line of homeless
middle
people.
of like downtown.
Yeah, dude, that was sus. Like when you're walking down that and you got a clipboard and you look like,
those weren't. Maybe they were homeless.
there was a lot of the day workers too.
But there was like, there was the day workers, which
But
was
there was-
weird to see.
Dude, they had all
lie.
the garbage cans and shit on, like doing like the fucking homeless pit fire, bro. Like
They were doing that?
don't you, dude? I
Dude,
remember.
I remember
there
there
being
being
those tents, like
Yeah, I
lined
remember
up.
the tents.
Like they were like awnings all the way down the street, dude. Like they had just taken over that whole block.
Dude, that was like, I was like, they're camping out there. They're having
Yeah.
a good old time. I wonder if
And
they're
mind you,
drinking.
there was a lot of like the day workers. I'm not afraid of them. They're just like, hola, like they're nice. Like
yeah,
they're
no,
fucking
those guys
cool.
were fine. I
But,
didn't
like,
think I was gonna get
the
beat up by those
homeless
guys.
people that are right there that have been living on that block for a
I'm
while.
worried about
They're like,
them.
why are you on my property? I'm like, this is fucking 7th Avenue, bro. This is a street. Cars drive up and down here. It's not your property.
There's some people are buying cars right here.
Dude, I remember I was in like the service lot one time. I think I'm saying that right. The service lot. I can't really remember, but it was like
No,
the sketchier one right next to that, like
Yeah.
death row. And fucking, I was in there one time, and this guy was just yelling. He was like, I'm fucking tired of all this. And he looks at me, and he was over by like the Subaru office, not like the nice one, but like the mechanic office or whatever, like where they wash all the cars, that lot. And he like looks at me and just starts walking in the gate of the service lot. And like I was like 6 rows down, and I just went like this. I was like, nope. I fucking walked out the other gate, walked right back down the block like this, turned left. He's like walking through here. I don't know what the fuck he wanted. I went and got in my car and I drove. That's why I made $500 working for it for 3 months, because we got paid per car and shit like that would happen. I'd be like, I'm out.
Yeah, shoot. Honestly,
There's literally this one YouTube video. It's one of my drift videos, and the intro is me sitting in my car, and I'm like, yo, so I'm at work right now, but it just started snowing, so I'm going home. Fuck that. And I'm like, I'd rather post this YouTube video for you guys, so if I get fired, wish me luck. And I just like drove home. I was like, I'm not doing this. Like, it's snowing right now. You're nowhere to be found. You're making more money than I am for taking these pictures of these cars. This business plan don't work out in my head.
honestly, bro, dude. I was telling Caleb he needs to do that though.
Really?
Yeah, just fucking.
But whip the 240 down there?
Well, no, he wouldn't.
Yeah.
But
And he doesn't leave, bro. He's let alone driving to Portland. You're like, hey,
well, no,
bro, I'll give
not that, like that. Not
Oh.
necessarily for her. I was just like,
you for a dealership, maybe one in
just
Newburgh
trying.
or
Yeah,
something.
just like there's some in Newburgh. I don't know. This just some sad money.
Yeah, bro.
While
Literally,
he's in
I don't think
school.
it's a bad job if you're working at a legit dealership. If you
No.
get like one of those photo booths and shit, and then you're just like, they pay you probably hourly, honestly, at like a legit dealership, like at the Mercedes dealership.
Yeah.
Like, I think they probably pay you hourly instead of commission per car or whatever. And like, I think that's kind of the way to do it.
True. Even like I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess you could do that part time probably.
Yeah.
Some shit like that.
Yeah, I don't know. You can do lots of things at dealerships. I saw this one job, and it was literally just like driving people from the Laurenburg Chevrolet. I think it was there. It was one of the Chevrolet dealerships. Like, say you have a Tahoe, and your Tahoe needs a transmission fix. You come and
Oh.
drop it off. Instead of like, if it's going to be like a 6-hour job, they have a guy sometimes just drive you to work that day and then pick you up from work that day. It's kind of nice. It's like luxury almost, you know?
That's
And then,
kind of cool. I
Yeah,
guess
it's almost like you get a
cheaper than
personal driver, and it's better than them just giving you the car all day long.
I guess it's better than a loaner car.
I mean, not for you, but for them. It
Well,
is.
for them, yeah.
Yeah.
I fucking, dude.
But yeah, they said that they'd pay, and I'm like, I mind you, you'd have to pass the drug test for sure to drive their car around all day and drive people on. Whoops! Oh, I ain't passed it. I don't know.
Your boy passed a drug test.
Yeah. Did your boy want to explain how? Because let me just tell you,
dude.
you didn't
Because
stop.
I was telling Caleb, I'll just tell half of it. All right. I
Yeah.
drank like a gallon of fucking what is it called? Cranberry juice.
Yep.
Like it was like legit cranberry juice. I drank a gallon of that shit like in like a day. And then the next day I had like another gallon or something.
Ooh.
And oh my God, were my insides wrecked.
Is that how you passed?
It's part of it.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That's part of it.
Okay, yeah, that's exactly what I thought. Colby's calling right now. Let's answer it. Hey, Colby, what's up?
Nothing much. What are you doing?
You're on a podcast with me and Ethan.
What up?
Oh, sick.
You trying to come over?
I was.
Yeah, you probably can. I'm down with it.
Alright.
Alrighty.
You guys want anything?
From where?
I don't know. Taco Bell, McDonald's.
Will you give me a Diet Pepsi?
Get me a McChicken, no mayo.
You get a McChicken, no mayo?
I'll cash app you.
Okay, McChicken, no mayo, Diet Pepsi.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, yup.
You want a drink?
Nah.
Alrighty, thanks, Colby. Love you, bro. Come be on the podcast if you hurry.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, bye. I had to answer it because I've been trying to get people to, I've been trying to call people, or like thinking about calling people on the pod. So I was like, fuck, maybe I'll answer it. Maybe it'll be funny. But he was being bored. Probably just got off work.
Probably tired.
Yeah.
He broke his finger.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Nobody even knows about that yet. He was sawing with a sawzall and his hand slipped and he just like cut through his finger and broke his finger bone.
It was a good cut.
Got 6 stitches.
Was
he showing you the pictures?
Dude, and I don't know why I asked.
Yeah.
But
I think he was bragging. He was like, hey, you like gory stuff? That's literally what he said
no.
to. And I think I heard him proposition you the same way.
No, I asked him.
Oh, keep talking.
I asked him if it was, how bloody it was. Because I imagined it was like, because he told me how it happened.
Yeah.
And then we kept bowling for a little bit, and then I was like more curious. I was like, all right, I hate to bring it up. Sore subject, probably. But
Literally.
Oh, yeah, literally. All right. And, but was it bloody? Because I imagined it being just like a crime scene bloody. Like,
he said it wasn't great.
yeah, that's kind of how he explained it to me. And then he showed me the pictures, and it was like, like, I remember in wood shop in high school.
Yeah.
I was making a freaking little toy car, and I was like cutting up the wheels on like the bandsaw.
Yeah.
And I guess on a bandsaw, when you have like something round or whatever it is, you're supposed to use this like little like helper thing or whatever. Maybe it was because it was small and round, whatever. I don't know, but I didn't use that. I just threw the fucking like tube of wood, and I just tried to cut up wheels, and it like hucked across. It like flew across the wood shop, and like my finger like went super close to the blade. So like it was like kind of similar to what had happened, or it could have been really similar to what had happened to Colby, and I'd always like kind of like remembered that and like thought about it, and then it happened to him, and I was like, oh my God,
you remember the saw stop on the table
dude?
saw?
I do remember that.
And you know how you had to pay for it if you broke it?
Yeah.
Okay, so I had to pay for it because I set it off on it. So anyone that doesn't know what a saw stop is, it's this like blade, and if it touches human flesh or any type of fleshy surface, it instantly shoots this like 12 gauge bullet inside of it, and it like breaks this mechanism and it jams the whole blade, and you have to pay like $100 to get it fixed. And I turned off the saw, and the saw was like spinning and it was slowing down, and someone was like, bet you won't stick your finger in it, and I went like this, just went right into it to see, and it just instantly, like, it wasn't even spinning very fast, but it just went, and I was like, did I just do it? And I was like, and I tried to turn the saw back on, and it won't turn on, and I'm like, oh, dick over. And he was like so mad. He was like, you did it just to see if it worked? I'm like, pretty much, yeah.
Class was ruined for that day.
Yeah.
No one could use. Everyone had an excuse.
No, yeah, that's the thing is like he had to put it all back in, so he was down like 3-4 periods because my dumb ass was like Poke.
Was it like slow enough to where like
It didn't even cut me at all.
like, but it like
I didn't feel it.
would it have even cut you?
No.
It like would have probably stopped on your finger.
It was pretty much stopped.
But you were like,
and
oh
I was
my
like this.
God.
I was like,
It's still
and it just like
freaking-
barely touched, and it literally, like I said, it was just like barely spinning, so it just went like this and just stopped. And I was like, that's weird that it stopped like that, because it probably should have spun still maybe half or more rotation, not fast, but a slow one.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, and then I tried to turn it on, and it just wouldn't turn back on. And I was like, yeah, it wasn't good.
Don't do that.
Alrighty, bro. Well, we're at an hour right now.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
So we'll probably end her up. You got any
let's
life
get it.
lessons you want to drop to these people?
Nope. Stay in school.
Stay in
Follow
school.
Drift PNW.
Follow Drift
Trying
PNW.
to drop a website here soon for it.
Stick your hands in saws. Stay in school.
Don't. I guess you could stick your hand in a saw if
If
it's,
you want to be cool
if
like
it's
Colby.
a stop saw, all right?
Saw stop.
Saw stop.
It's
I don't know. Whatever.
dude. Either way, I mean, it better be like a good saw. Like
Yeah, you
Make
better
it like
not
a
be.
Colby.
It better be nice.
no, do
Right.
like a Colby and fucking. You tear your
Yeah.
finger up and
Yeah,
come
you
on
get-
this podcast. I'll let you on for free
Exactly.
if you come on with a nub.
Damn right.
I told Colby, thank God he doesn't get a nub from that.
Oh, dude, that's what I was thinking. I was like, you cut it a good way. Like,
Yeah.
couldn't you right down like the middle, kind of?
You
Like,
could have had a nub.
could easily, I don't know.
Yeah, man. Well, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you for doing it. You said you wanted to do a quick pod, and this is an hour and one. So let's call that a quick pod. Let's end her up strong. Where's the energy? Where's the energy at, bro?
Energy's
Energy's
right about here.
Fucking here, and we're gonna take it on out. Okay, you ready? 3, 2, 1. Ooh, thank y'all. I love you very much. Have a good rest
Love
of your
y'all.
day. Give me kisses. Bye bye. Love you. Love you. Love you.